Previously on Poker After Dark.
I'm gonna throw my pair away. Not that I think you had any of that. I think you just tried a little heist.
This should be this is one interesting day, I tell you. I'm sitting between you two and David to the right. I could have drawn any seat but this one here.
Wait, you would rather be in between David and Bobby?
I would rather be over there
Why?
on that side.
Why?
Between you guys here, I'm never gonna be able to like survive.
Well, there's an old saying, the only thing you need to play this game is a chip and a chair. But to sit down and win against the best, you need a whole lot more. Poker actually isn't about winning and losing. Poker's about making the right decision. You gotta know when to call, when to fold, when to push all in. When luck shuts the door, you gotta come in through the window. And that's where the skill comes in. You gotta have the courage to bluff. Courage doesn't necessarily mean the absence of fear. But you gotta swallow that pride. You gotta throw your hand away when you know you're beat. When you're really on your game, you can look your opponent in the eye and you know if you've got him or you know if he's got you. It doesn't matter how good you are. Everything can change when those cards are in the air. We don't stop playing because we get old. We get old because we stop playing. That's poker, folks.
Welcome to Poker After Dark. I'm Leanne Tweeden. A lot is made about whether men and women play differently at the poker table. This week, we're getting a first-hand look at the male-female dynamic on the felt. Here's our lineup of successful male and female players. Erica Schoenberg, Jean-Robert Belland, David Gray, Karina Jett, Mike Matisow, and Annie Duke. Let's get the cards in the air.
So far, the ladies are topping the chip counts. Annie Duke in first position, followed by Karina Jett. Matisow in third, and the field rounded out with Jean-Robert, Erica, and David Gray.
But I think he looks younger without the...
Blinds at 150 and 3.
Yeah, maybe if you...
Maybe if I sheen my goatee, I'd look younger?
No.
You look fine.
You don't age, David.
Believe it or not,
That's because he looked like crap when he was 25.
I have... That's not really true, but...
No,
30.
30.
All right. I got to beat Karina one bet. She raised me 300 the last time, and I didn't like that.
300, big deal.
Yeah, but it was the point. I had nothing.
I know, that's why.
Karina defending against David's raise from the small blind. Gray out flopping her.
A dolly bolly. Why should you have any of that?
That means I have the best hand.
Maybe. You got a Dewey? She has something. We don't know what it is.
We got speeches on both sides.
Wow.
Karina floating for 800.
Have like
The double speech.
clubs. I'm gonna check. Now you're checking to see if you have any clubs at all. Okay. One more club.
Forgot.
We're analyzing.
No action on the turn, and Jett catches up on the end.
Be a break. There'll be a break in a couple minutes.
Of course, I had plenty of that. That was a pretty good call there. Annie King was good.
Annie King was good.
That's not going to go over well in Camp Gray.
What?
My mouth is open. That's all I can tell you. Wow.
You got the speech from
He got
Mr.
the
Gray and
speech.
still called.
He got the speech. He got the
I'm
speech.
stubborn.
She gave the speech back indicating exactly where she was at. Still called. Wow. And then when had the chance to represent and
2 and 4? 2 and 4 this time, guys.
when the club showed up, you might have folded the turn, huh, Dave?
No, he's not gonna fold.
Yeah, I think he folded.
Why should I have folded when my opponent has 3 outs?
No, he's not folding.
Make sure you bring that back.
Probably not a good idea.
I didn't put
There's a
you on
better
a
chance.
10.
There's better chance of me raising her than folding. I can tell you that. The chance of me folding was 0.
I'm not gonna
So there
bet
had to be some
myself
chance-
out of
there's gotta be some
making
chance I was gonna
rivering
raise
him.
her.
Blinds up to 2 and 400 now.
I'm actually, yeah.
I went on a wild like drinking spree for like the middle of the
So
World
you don't
Series
remember?
to about 2 months ago.
Oh. And you lost weight? 1100. That's amazing.
No, I gained it, but I lost it in the last couple months.
Balan by far the most active player thus far in the match, demonstrating that again here with King 3 suited. First hand of the new blinds. Mike defending with Ace 9 and flopping top pair.
1200.
He leads right into Jean Robert. And that'll end that hand.
I check.
So you've just been losing weight without trying, Mike? Is that what you're saying?
No, I try. I mean, I just, you know.
I actually
No,
think,
I just when I went to on my drinking bins and was in Europe, I actually had gained a lot. And in the last like 2 weeks in Europe, and then since then, in the last 6 weeks, I didn't drink and I started.
I didn't see you drinking in Europe.
I said those last 2 weeks when you saw me, I had quit.
Oh.
But when I went to Israel and when I went to Austria and Cyprus and all those
Two
places,
cowboys for Erica. She makes it 1100.
I see.
What else are you gonna do there?
Eat sausages and
Bad time to have two kings, though. Karina's got two aces on the button.
Lose weight in London, but
I partied all night in some club in Israel and then went to some after hours place till like 7 in the morning. And then
Tel Aviv you were?
yeah, in Tel Aviv. And then I took a cab with this guy I met
It was good to take a cab
to
with some guy you
Jerusalem
met at an after-hours club.
to the wall.
I should have gone.
Said my
with you.
prayers and
Did you put
came
a
back
note?
and jumped
Did you
on.
put a note in the wall?
Yeah, I put a note in the wall.
All right.
And then I came back and jumped on an airplane and had to be in Salzburg, Austria for the full tilt thing.
I should have gone with you. You know, David Bach offered me his ticket because he couldn't make your flight.
Yeah, he owes me $390, by the way.
Interesting information.
That's great. He's a nice guy. He's a real
got
nice
it.
guy.
Yeah, I know.
Unless he fired off that whole million he wanted to horse
He's a
run.
nice guy.
Yeah, that day you guys were getting on the plane from Cyprus,
I'm all in.
he offered me his plane ticket.
Hi, call.
Aces
Well,
against
some good hands
kings.
here.
It's
That's a
aces,
really good hand.
kings.
Wow,
It's
my
aces
God.
against kings.
That's exactly what you normally see when two kings run into two aces pre-flop.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
First Erica
cool.
plays today.
Karina's got Erica covered.
damn.
Oh, I can't say that. Darn it.
This is the worst beat for us. We have to lose one of these two gorgeous girls. It's brutal.
Well, maybe the winner loser will have more chips on the other one. They can hang around. Ooh, it's-
Erica picks up a few extra outs on that flop. Queen will give her a straight.
He got 6 outs. From
King
2 to
for a
6.
set also works.
that took away
An
one out.
irrelevant card.
Spade on the turn doesn't help.
Down to 5 outs.
Takes away the queen of spades as Karina's got the ace in her hand.
Wow.
I think you have me covered.
Maybe.
Karina.
Count them up, Karina.
I think so. She has more than
She
20.
She has
couple pots.
10, yeah. She keeps sucking at them.
Damn.
6 on the river spells the end for Miss Schoenberg.
Well,
Yeah, you got it.
at least you played
Pleasure, Erica.
Poker After Dark perfectly.
At least you went out with kings
All right.
instead of king high like I do.
Good luck, everyone.
See, all right.
Take it down, Karina. Erica.
Erica never really got anything going during this match.
Picked up a hand. This is so sick.
She played very few pots, and then when she finally got it in, she was up against the one hand that beat her pre-flop.
Very exciting.
So here, I don't want to.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
wanna
want to leave
feel
you guys
gypped.
out. That would be rude.
Used to be my
Good
neighbor.
luck.
See, sweet.
Good luck,
All right.
JRB.
No, that's brutal. That's brutal. Mm.
Erica says her goodbyes and heads over to Leanne.
What the heck?
Erica, I mean, you did get hugs from everyone. They all are going to miss having you at the table, but
Yeah.
describe your frustration. I mean, kings, and she comes up with aces.
You know, I was kind of sitting there thinking that this is that messed up spot where she's going to flip up 2 aces, but I'm not going to fold, so that's just how it goes.
What do you think about the rest of the table?
Oh, they're a great table. I mean, in poker, there are not that many great people, and I think they're all really nice people, so fun to chat with. I'm a little disappointed. I'm a lot disappointed, actually.
Is that the kind of hand that will stick with you for a while, or do you think you'll be able to get through it?
No, because it's just, the hand just kind of plays itself. It's not like there's really anything to talk about.
All right. Is Karina the favorite now, you think?
She's got a lot of chips, so hopefully she'll kind of turn up the heat and start pushing those guys around.
Right, exactly. Hold it out for the girls, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for playing so
Thanks
much.
for having me.
All right. Thank you. So Erica Schoenberg goes out in 6th place. We'll be back right after this.
Welcome back to Las Vegas for more Poker After Dark. Down to just 5 players as Erica Schoenberg said goodbye just before the break.
It's right here.
David Gray still on the short stack, and Karina Jett now the runaway chip leader with 43,000.
It's 400 blind now. 1 dime.
Jean Robert will defend his big blind against David Gray's King Jack with 8-9 suited. Neither player connects with the flop. Balan check folds to David.
Got a tough table on Wednesday. Might be the toughest table of the whole thing. It's some kind of like charitable people or something, I don't know. So I just know this on my brother, Chris Ferguson. Like,
Just gotta catch cards, don't make a difference. It's all facts.
The new chip leader is first to act.
yeah, I'll tell you what it is. Yeah, but it's like, okay.
Big slick for Annie Duke on the button. David defends with ace-10. He's in trouble heading to the flop. No pair anywhere. No bets either.
That's Yosh, by the way. Jack 9-4.
Is that a prop?
That's his prop, yeah.
Annie betting the turn. That'll earn her the pot.
I like how David flicks some cards in there so perfectly.
She's the second winningest player on the women's all-time money list, trailing only behind Kathy Liebert. She's got over $3.6 million in career tournament earnings.
I'm out of practice. I haven't played in front of a whole card cam in a while. I know, it's been a while for me too.
Annie's also authored a book entitled How I Raised, Folded, Bluffed, Flirted, Cursed, and Won Millions at the World Series of Poker, an autobiography. If this week goes according to plan, perhaps she'll pen a sequel entitled How I Raised, Folded, Bluffed, Flirted, Cursed, and Won Hundreds of Thousands at Poker After Dark. Balan staying aggressive. Opens on the button for a raise to 800. Picks off David and Karina's blinds.
Well, that was a great show. And the funny thing is that as you and I had very few conversations until after that show actually aired. But I mean, wow, you were tremendous on that show, and I mean, I've never seen anybody get robbed worse than you did in any reality show.
Thank you.
That was ridiculous.
That's very nice of you,
That was
buddy.
to the point where they literally had to change the rules of the game just so that they could open the door for someone else to even have a chance.
Jean Robert referring to Annie's second place finish on The Celebrity Apprentice.
It would have been a little better if you spit on the Donald at the end. Then that would have been a memorable thing.
Oh. Only in my mind.
Karina and Mike in for $1,200 each. Karina flops the ace.
Did you guys have any interaction with Mark Burnett while during the
We,
season?
he came around like right at the beginning just to introduce himself.
He turns a gut shot straight draw and fires after Karina checks to
He
him.
came up to me after, you know, like just said hello to me at the finale, basically.
Right.
Like that was about the extent of it. I don't really.
Same thing with ours.
Yeah.
I met.
Jet calls the 1600 and Mike bricks out.
And, I met him again at the finale. I was like, wow. That's
Yeah. I mean, I know him to see him.
25.
right.
You got it.
Yes, Queen has got.
Ace 4.
Mike tries to bluff the end, and Karina makes a quick call and takes a nice pot.
Yeah, this is the Karina show.
Karina Jet appearing nightly with the sunglasses.
Damn.
We'll return to the Golden Nugget with more Poker After Dark in a moment. We return to Las Vegas with more Poker After Dark.
Yeah, I'm about to do another show actually in coming up here. It's actually a weight loss show. My little brother's like.
Oh, I know what
enormous.
you're doing because I
you
heard
know the
from
one?
people involved. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which one?
it's 10 pairs of 2.
Mm-hmm.
We each put up like $50,000 or $100,000 for each team, and then whatever team can lose 100 pounds combined first wins $1 million. And yeah, so my little brother and I are going to
You've been
do one
How
on
big
the
is
team.
your-
bloating
brother.
him up nicely. Because you
What's
can't
that?
lose that
How
much.
big is your little brother?
He's about 100 pounds more than I am.
That helps.
I'm just saying, if you could,
Are you?
like,
You're not allowed to do like gastric bypass if you want. Can you do that?
Pardon me?
yeah,
Can you do it any means? Can you do gastric bypass?
or
No,
limb removal.
no. They have like nutrition. We're actually going to be like on site with nutritionists and all that other stuff.
How much are you going to gain before it starts?
I don't know. I don't know.
You gotta
but-
bloat him up, and you too.
You lost how much
I
weight
don't
did
know,
you
but
lose
you know,
during Survivor?
at first I was excited about playing, and then I just realized that you know what, the other teams are going to be like enormous people,
Huge,
so
right.
I'm probably going to be a dog.
I'm saying, well, no, but if you gain a bunch of weight right before you go on, that comes off more easily.
See Mark's Spirit for details on how you
it's
can
in
lose or
between my
weigh,
legs.
gain 20.
I mean,
I bet him once that he couldn't. He told me he could gain 25 pounds in 2 days.
yeah.
He did
All
it
you
in
have
like
to do
10
is
hours.
in a good
He
place,
did?
right?
You
10
just drink
hours.
water.
Somebody gained 25 pounds.
10 hours.
Who did
Water
that?
is really
Mark
heavy. You
Spirit.
just drink like a
Mark
gallon
who?
of water.
Mark's Spirit.
Oh, wow.
And by the way,
25
he only weighed
pounds.
175 when he was done gaining it. He weighed 148 when he came into my morning at 7 o'clock in the morning. He came to my house and weighed in. I talked to him about 10 o'clock at night. I said, how you doing? He said, oh, I'm there. He came back to my house and he weighed like 176.
Wow, that is crazy. I bet you learned a lot on that one.
Well, yeah, he basically dehydrated himself and
Yeah.
put on a lot of water weight, and he ate quite a bit, and he also exercised a lot during that time. And that put on weight, not
Oh, because
because his muscles were so depleted.
right.
You know a lot about fitness, David.
Expert.
Not as much
just-
as Mark Weitzman.
I probably know less than him, but I'm a lot fitter.
No, I know. Well, he screwed up his metabolism so much with all those bets.
Mark
That's
once
not-
won. He ran a 5-minute mile.
He's
did?
actually gotten to the point where I thought he was going to die.
He weighed. He got down to like 140 something one time.
Yeah.
It was
That bet
unbelievable.
with Chip, right?
And then the other bet. How much is the big blind now for?
Raise it 1,100 total.
But that was insane. When Chip like wanted him to weigh in, and he wanted to run and go to the bathroom first. And Chip goes, "Come on, Mark, you got to weigh."
No, but he looked like he was going to die.
Yeah,
Like
and,
it was
and,
crazy.
and Mark was like a pound or two over. And it was very funny.
Wow.
I mean, he literally looked like he was going to die. Like he was.
David and Mike heads up.
First action.
Mike's 2-6 is still in the lead.
That's 1,500. Yes.
Betting a call of 1,500. David won't fire the second barrel. Mike checks behind him.
Ace.
Checked all the way down.
2 sixes.
Good read.
Oh, David, you're good.
Nothing has changed.
Well, Huck and I just recently made a bet with Joe. Joe bet against me. I think it was running an 82-second 400-meter.
I don't know what like a good 400
I mean-
meter is.
That's pretty fast.
That's not that fast. It's really
Pretty
not
fast
that
for
fast.
you.
It's not that fast. So anyways, so we end up making a series of bets. I'm like, Joe, you can't possibly win that bet. Are you out of your mind? So we started making more bets, like another couple thousand on breaking 80, another couple thousand on 78 seconds, 76 seconds. Pretty soon, Huck and I basically have about $20,000 in bets against Joe for me to run under 76 seconds or something like that. If I get under 76 seconds, we're going to beat Joe out of 20 grand. And so Huck's giving me last minute coaching. He's like, man, when you're coming down the stretch, just start swinging your arms, you know. And so I go and I do this thing. I'm on pace to, I think I was coming in at like 73 seconds. And I'm 8 meters from the finish line. And I literally collapsed right there. I could have walked the rest of it and
That's just
and
like the
swept all the
$10,000
bet.
bet. You had to do 20 push-ups. You did 19 and a half and collapsed. You did it
That
with
was
another
right,
one?
too. That's true.
How to almost win a lot of money by Jean-Robert Ballon. Welcome to the never-ending buffet. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, no matter what you're in the mood for, they're ready at the Golden Nugget, Las Vegas.
Welcome back to Poker After Dark. With 5 players left, we're 1 woman down so far, but the remaining ladies have most of the chips. Let's see how the men do now.
There's a good chance I could go broke this.
Of the remaining men, Mike Matisso's stack is biggest. He's got 18,000, followed closely by Jean-Robert with 17. David Gray on the short stack with 11.
Yankees.
They made him a $1.69 favorite on the road.
Seems like that's a pretty fair price.
You think?
Sabathia like hardly ever gives up a run.
Well,
The Yankees are a better.
Philadelphia smashed him twice in the playoffs last year, and they smashed him already once this year.
Smashed him? He gave up 2 runs, Mike. 7 innings.
He gave up.
2 of them solo homers. That's it. It's not exactly smashing him.
Yeah, I guess you're right. They didn't. Yeah, but they had him on the ropes, man. They let him off so many times.
Karina defends her blind against Annie's raise and flops a jack. She bets right out 1,200.
What?
Annie folds, and the chip leader adds to her stack. Karina has career tournament winnings in excess of $150,000. A win here today would virtually double that, putting her up to over $250,000.
At least something else.
Karina the clear favorite right now based on chips,
Don't cry.
but the match is far from over.
Poor Erica played 1 hand. So brutal. 2 kings.
She played more than 1 hand, but
Did she?
yes.
Not no
Where is it,
significant.
But not like that. That was a major hand. She won a hand.
What?
I just look over and it's like that
Worry
same
about
Mike
me.
look on your face.
I didn't raise. He raised. Look over at him.
I want to see if you're gonna do anything.
I never have a hand.
Oh, you thinking about making a play?
You never know.
Don't ever worry about me.
I'm pretty sure 90%.
I never have a hand. I try and create a hand sometimes.
I can guarantee you didn't have the best hand, because if you had the best hand, there's no way you'd fold it. Otherwise, you'd look really ridiculous on TV.
My position.
You folded a better hand than mine, it would be, yeah, wouldn't look good.
You should have like ace 3.
Thank you, David.
She could have technically had you beat, but it's not a very good hand. Or maybe not.
Folded to the blinds, and Mike limps in.
Far away from Mike.
I know, Mike is
I
too
like
far
to be
from me. I
close
like to
to
feel
Mike
his aura.
for some reason.
Because I'm lovable.
You are. You're such a sweetie pie.
First action.
I
Check.
felt very comfortable over
I
there.
just like the fact that we're
No
in
pair anywhere, no action on the flop, and Annie spikes a deuce. Mike bets out with a gut shot straight draw.
There, here.
Annie makes the call and makes 2 pair on the end.
That's 1100.
Mike fires 1100 with air.
Going deep.
Raise it 2500 total.
Easy money.
Annie's raise settles
Right
things
side, you still survive.
as Mike lays it down.
Card on the river, is that what you said, Dave? And then here comes the ace ball.
Maybe she didn't need the well-placed card on the river. She might have already had it. Maybe that was a beautiful card to her eyes, hoping Mikey had an ace. She had like 3 deuces or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably, since you folded.
The 2 ladies at the table are sitting on most of the chips. Back to Las Vegas with more in a moment. We return to the desert with more Poker After Dark. With the blind steady at 2 and 400, Karina Jet sits on a stack of over 50,000, better than 5 times the short stack of David Gray.
Page thread on this.
Really?
Are you going to collapse during that too?
He didn't have to worry about collapsing because he couldn't move 365 pounds
That's
even
right.
an inch.
I could. Yeah.
That's
I
a
know.
lot,
If
365.
it was on, unless it had wheels on it, I might be able to push it.
I mean, 365 is
Oh, so you didn't
a
actually
lot
have that.
of.
Never had a conversation, anything like that. There's a date with it. There's an exact amount. How many times I got it? How many reps? I mean, obviously somebody's playing some sort of hoax.
Guys at like the NFL Combine that are like offensive and defensive linemen that are like 6'5", 290. They test how many times they can bench 225 pounds, and some of them can only do it like 4 or 5 times. And they're 22-year-old guys that are 100 pounds bigger than him.
Yeah.
No.
Some of them can do it like 15, 18 times.
Yeah.
But some of them can only do it 3 or 4 times.
I was doing.
That's a lot. 365 pounds.
When I was 18 years old, I was doing 265 10 times.
Yeah,
I was a pretty strong cat back then.
probably were, but there's a big difference between 265 and 365.
Oh yeah. 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 That's for sure.
Being able to do that 20 times doesn't mean you could do 365 once.
Right. Oh, for sure.
That is a big, big difference. Why would you do such a lovely thing like that? All right, we're gonna raise them 700.
700 more.
Where's all your chips?
Just look around.
Don't look this way.
You just got my 2. You had 2 6s against me before. You beat me.
If you had a little more chips, I might come. But now I know you're not throwing in 700. You didn't put in. You know,
I didn't put in 7% of my
6%
bankroll
of your, yeah, exactly.
with nothing.
That's what I'm thinking.
I would say, as you just said, if you didn't call, I probably had you beat.
I could tell you before you looked at your 2 cards that you probably had me beat.
Probably had about 5 high.
I had 7-6.
7-6, I had you. Both of my cards had you. Amazingly, as it may seem.
How many Poker After Dark?
Next time I limp in, I'll be an ace king.
I think this is the 4th one.
Wow.
I've come in second, and third. I have to win to have an average of 2. But if I go out 5th, that would kill my average.
I have an average of
Raise it
6.
1100 total.
You have an average of 5th.
Yeah, 5th.
Annie raising with 2 nickels.
I've never won one.
But you have a win too, right, Mike?
Yeah, I need to win one more.
No
I
action.
need to win one more to be only stuck like 40,000. If I was to win this, I would be 40,000 loser. I figure when it's all said and done, it'll take me a while to get winners, but I'll probably get winners.
I don't know if I'll ever get winners. I'm always playing with players that are better than me.
So am
You
I
should get
usually.
in that MMA one.
I should.
I won't
That's
lie to you.
right.
Action tightening up, but to be fair, there haven't been many big hands up against each other thus far, with the exception, of course, of Erica Schoenberg's bust-out hand, where she held 2 kings against Karina Jet's 2 aces, and that's where most of her chips came from.
Not me, I begged him to not let me play. Told me I couldn't cancel.
Please,
How sick is that?
He told you to cancel.
please have Mike back here.
No, you can't not be in a he said, she said thing.
Why not?
Raise 1,000 total.
And he requested to sit by me too.
I did, because you're spectacular.
That's right.
Easy, Tiger. In other action, Jean Robert making it 1,000 to go with ace-queen.
28.
Raise it, re-raise it. 2,800 total.
Gray re-raising with pocket threes.
All in.
Call.
Raise all in.
You got me.
Turn your hands up, please.
Pair versus ace.
No, you don't got me.
Gray snap calling Jean Robert's all in.
To do that.
That's the
To
same
give it up.
thing last night.
So sick.
Gray actually the one at risk.
If I
Three
had
in my hand,
25,000, I
I
would
think
have
I
given
had
it up
3
very
deuce.
easily.
Lalonde has him well covered.
And if you had 25,000, I probably wouldn't have shoved all in.
I agree with that as well. I usually don't even get past the flop on these.
Way to think positively, David.
I said usually. Once in a while, they put a 3 out there. With a jack-10, and then the king comes rolling off.
Exact same.
There's an ace, first one I looked at. A few aces.
Not a good flop for David Gray. He needs a 3.
It's not looking good unless a deuce and a 4 happen to come hither. Wasn't a deuce or a 4.
I think I threw a 3-way. I think I had 3 deuce.
Man,
That was sick.
man, Poker After Dark is so brutal to me.
Wow.
Oh,
Pretty sure I had 3 deuce offsuit.
you see how much sweat I'm going through on the turn still?
It was only a 1-outer. Don't feel bad.
You
Wow,
had a
that was
3.
sick.
No, I did. I had 3 deuce offsuit.
You know, it's like I might as. I just know it's coming.
11-6.
I just know it's coming.
Bobby,
11-6.
when it comes against the most negative person in the history of poker or life, and it hits a 1-outer,
You're really
you
running
really are
bad.
like.
I'm not the most
You-
negative.
Yes, you
poker.
are.
I'm a realist.
If you'd
That's
seen my
not
face
a
on the
good-
turn, you could see that I just know the 3's coming. I couldn't believe
That's
it
why
didn't
you
show
don't
up
win
on the
because
turn.
you think negative.
Yeah, that's right.
He's the most negative
willed-
human I ever met.
I willed
You're-
the 3 in.
And you're right behind. That was the battle of the negatives. It was who was going to think more negative in the hand was going to win the hand.
Oh, that was fun.
A 3 on the end leaves Jean Robert feeling like he's been punched in the gut.
Wow.
But it was fun for me.
You were at the table when Vanessa Russo rolled off that. I flopped the set and then she hit the gutter ball.
To be fair, she was
And then, Mike, were you at the table when Phil Hellmuth did the super 1-outer on me on the first one I played?
She can't be negative.
I know.
Man.
Welcome back to Poker After Dark. Jean Robert always says he's unlucky, and there might be something to that. David Gray just hit a 3 on the river against him to escape elimination.
On Jean Robert's 2 previous appearances on Poker After Dark, he's definitely had more than his fair share of bad luck.
I'm all in.
Yeah, I gotta call you. Dealer, please hit an 8. I need an 8 on the flop, thank you.
You're in pretty good shape here, buddy. It's true.
You don't know how unlucky I'm capable of being. There's the 8, I like that. There's the 4 also. Wow. I'm pretty unlucky.
You're such an idiot.
You have no idea how unlucky I am. It's unbelievable. I guess I got a little bit unlucky, but no, that's poker. I think you have ace king or ace queen. I don't think I can fold.
I don't want to gamble with you, I'll tell you that, and I'll show you one if you want.
Ooh. I'll look at one.
You want to see one?
Yeah.
Which one? You can pick.
Ooh. Look at this one.
Nice card.
I'm all in.
Twice as much as
I
second.
can win a coin flip once in my life.
Good.
No deuces and no hearts.
Need one more no spotter.
Oh man, so frustrating. So frustrating.
Life is a struggle.
It's just so consistent. I just feel like, you know, if it can go wrong, it's going to go wrong. I'm very, very frustrated right now.
Balan's third appearance has been true to form so far, but perhaps he can turn things around.
Man.
Who's that, Vanessa?
Yeah, Monte Carlo.
Just flopped 2 aces
Didn't she
just to
win
tease
something
me.
too?
Oh,
She doesn't
She
seem
was
like
second,
negative.
but heads up.
she wins more.
She's done very well.
What shall I have here?
2 5s for Jean Robert, who's now the short stack.
Try not to have to get as lucky
Wait,
this
wait,
time.
it's Bobby's turn.
I
Just
thought
turn
he
the
had no
dagger,
cards.
Annie.
What?
Sorry.
Just turn the dagger.
Yeah, we'll go for a different strategy.
Oh,
You
oh,
guys
thank you,
are
you guys. I
interesting.
appreciate it.
I was going to raise,
I understand. I like it.
but
Why
they,
not?
they
You guys are all being
intimidated me.
so nice.
You guys all act like you
Oh,
had a
no,
big
what are you
hand. Let's
doing?
see what you got.
Raise it up.
Oh man, I had the perfect hand for all the limpage.
Don't
Party
talk about
pooper.
limpage with all the
Oh,
guys at
sorry,
the table.
just turn that over.
Jack of diamonds exposed.
Matisow spoils the party with 2 jacks.
Yes, David?
I'm the only guy that gets stuff from the AARP, so don't be mentioning anything about limpage around here.
I'm sure everybody at this
I'm
table
probably the
is
first
bummed
guy
right
in the
now.
history of poker that ever had David Gray call him with 2 3s all in. How about that?
Well, I sort of did it to myself.
Yes, you did.
I only had like 7,000, 8,000 left if I didn't call.
Good fold by Jean Robert.
Nice hand.
I was just,
Obviously, I
I'm
was
glad
hoping
nobody
I'd be
called.
50.
I mean, the Jack of Diamonds got exposed. I mean, anybody calls, I'm like, for sure it's gonna come over.
Wow, I'm glad you didn't just
Bad
limp in
news was
some
I
sick kind of
can.
jack
I mean,
thing. No, I know you
An
can.
over wouldn't have helped me. I had Jack 10.
Really, I jacked 9.
I had Jack 10 of clubs.
I jacked down to diamonds.
David looked like you want to raise the. You
I
limp
know.
in.
I was going to raise. I had
know.
Jack 10 of clubs.
If David Gray doesn't bet out a turn right there, I'm going to be in there drawing to a 2-outer against you.
Well,
You'd have been broke.
Well, because if I raise, obviously I got to call your re-raise.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. You wouldn't have had enough left to fold.
Perhaps a bit of good luck for Jean Robert for a change.
So I'm still alive.
You're on a free roll.
You could have been liver if I wouldn't have beat you out of the pot, though. I feel your pain.
It's actually, it's gotten to the point where I expect it now.
I could tell the story that I was
Go
53%
read books
when
on the
money
power of positive thinking. Maybe y'all.
Power of
went.
positive
As
thinking.
opposed to like 2%.
I got
on the
news for
river.
you, Mike. I'm not superstitious, bro. I cannot will the card to come.
Well, cards have brains. Trust me. If you think
Yeah,
that you
cards
think you're
have
going to
brains,
lose, you're going
trust
to
me.
lose. Trust me.
I don't know. I think I'm going to lose all the time, and I win sometimes.
Mike the Mouth.
How would you think I'm the most negative person ever, Mike?
You are.
And you are, David.
I'm not
David,
the most negative
Not
person.
the most, but you rank
You
up
have to
there.
have some self-awareness
No, you're really
here.
one of the most negative people ever in poker, for
It's
sure.
amazing. I have some pretty good
For me,
results.
I
I have
just-
some pretty good results for a negative guy.
Oh, you have great
We didn't
results.
say- we didn't
We didn't say you're not a good
results,
poker
we just
player.
Say that.
Nobody said you're not a good poker player.
I will say that in general, I haven't been lucky, and that is why my results. My
The funny thing is,
my
that-
mindset isn't completely uplifting, but it doesn't mean I never get lucky. I just got lucky.
That 3 on the river is going to bring so many people so much joy, though. I won't lie to you. Oh man, those guys love to see me get thrashed.
Who's those guys?
Who's those guys?
All those internet kids,
I think
whatever,
like
man.
everybody.
Video, they love it, dude.
Bobby,
love to
you
see
know
that.
why we love playing poker with you, like
They love it,
in
dude.
cash games? Because we love to make fun of you because you're just so easy to make fun of. Because you just like
This
are
is
funny.
coming from an expert on that subject.
That's right.
This is the guy that wants power of positive thinking to rule out a 3.
You never know who you'll find in the self-help section of your local bookstore. Welcome back to the Golden Nugget for more Poker After Dark.
I once
the funniest guy ever.
asked Mike what fellatio meant.
What?
I did. It was a part of a
I was
vocabulary
up for like
quiz.
3 days, I think.
And I said, it was part of a broader vocabulary quiz. And I said, hey, Mike, what does fellatio mean? And he said, oh, I know what that means, and I'm really good at it. And we started laughing. He goes, oh, I mean the other thing.
That's right. Possible recipient.
Mike limp calls Annie's raise with ace-9 off. In trouble heading to the flop.
Good point.
2 overs and a Broadway draw for Annie.
Good at what?
If you watched
If you watch
Apprentice, you'd know what he meant.
the Celebrity Apprentice, you would know.
Mike check folds and Annie takes it down.
Don't you remember when I said that I'm the complete woman?
She does it all.
Yeah.
I does it all.
Put it in there.
Yeah, I did.
I does it all.
And then she was offering up references.
Oh, I remember.
No, that was after the fact.
Lines of 3 and 6 now?
After the
Is
fact,
that
my
your
ex-husband
opinion,
called
or
it.
is that because people told you this?
After the fact.
Hey, if
no,
you think
when
you're
it
good, you're
aired in the spring, my ex-husband called me up. He said, if anybody gives you trouble about that comment, you send them to me. That's what he
Oh, that's so sweet.
Blinds up to 3 and 600.
I actually don't know if I've seen Benny in like 10 years.
Probably not, right? Yeah, he's got a 4-year-old.
Wow.
That's cute.
Nice.
Here
I don't
or
think
no?
I've seen. I don't think I've seen Benny in about 10 years, or maybe more, and I haven't seen Jurg in about 10 years.
I don't think Jurg even really talks to Trina. Does
Yeah, I'm only.
Well, that's not a bad idea.
No.
Player moves all in.
Lalonde counts his chip stack before moving it all in with ace-5.
He had one in the.
And he'll take the blinds.
I said, this is a guest room, and it comes with an original Jurgi.
Yep. That's what I thought too.
That's all we've got for tonight. The No Limit Hold'em action resumes tomorrow. For Ali Najad, I'm Leanne Tweeden. Good night from Las Vegas.
Tomorrow on Poker After Dark.
See all over there, Mikey, around 20. The girls are tearing us apart.
Mostly just Karina.
Just biding my time.
She's probably going to get tired of me raising her all the time, but I'm going to do it again. Oops. What's it like to have a lot of chips?
I'll let you know in about 20 minutes.
Thank you, Mikey.
Poker After Dark accommodations provided by the Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino, Las Vegas.